Hey, what's up guys, Trimp here, and welcome back to a brand new video, and this is the start of my Houston Texans rebuild franchise. Now, you guys already know what a rebuild is, but a rebuild franchise is when I spend multiple seasons on one team, and I do one season per episode, and I just jump into games, and scout players at some point, and really it's a mix between a franchise series like my Falcons franchise and a rebuild, and we're combining those together and we're doing a season per episode. And in my opinion, the worst roster in the league goes to the Houston Texans. Worst record is the Jags, but worst overall roster I think is definitely the Houston Texans. And I'm gonna stick with David Coley as my head coach. I mean, I don't really care, honestly. And we're not gonna do auto progress players and talents because a lot of things I want to be done by me. So that's what I'm gonna do, right? And then we'll go 15-minute quarters full, and then the rest are fine. We'll just turn off pre-existing injury, and coach firing is just off so I don't get fired because we're not going to do good. We're not going to do good in our first year. But let's go over this team. We're going to be spending probably 3 or 4 seasons, or so 3 or 4 episodes of this Houston Texans rebuild franchise. And their roster, starting off with Desean Watson, he's getting traded. I feel kind of sad because he was the reason I am a Clemson fan, and I still am, but we're doing terrible this year. I don't care. I'm still a Clemson fan. But he has acted like an absolute piece of shit in the off season and January and February, and all these rumors came up. 20 something at least rumors of sexual assault, criminal allegations. It's been disgusting. As for our running backs, we suck. I mean, Mark Ingram, I think, by far has been their best one. Philip Lindsay gets them 1 yard every time he touches the ball. But, yeah, we'll put David Johnson at fullback, and then we'll start Mark Ingram at running back for now. Of course, former Baltimore Raven. And then Brandon Cooks, Danny Amendola, Chris Conley, Andre Roberts, and then it doesn't get more pretty after that. Marcus Cannon's in here. I don't like him for the future. Max Sharping's in here. I don't like. Sort of, but he's 25 and he's a 68 overall. Justin Britt. Nope, not gonna be there in the future. Titus Howard, 25 years old. Laramie Tunsil, though, he has definitely been good for them. Of course, he would have been the #1 overall pick if not for the marijuana gas mask video. But, yeah, Zach Cunningham's in here at left outside linebacker. Christian Kirksey, Neville Hewitt, Justin Reed, Eric Murray. D-line sucks. Dude, this team is filled with normal development all across the board. It's ugly to see, honestly. But a guy who I would like to start immediately is Brevin Jordan. He's 21 years old, 85 speed and 78 catching. I definitely like him. Where's Nico Collins? There he is. Nico Collins also I want to play in as well. Did they just not? It's interesting how some of the face pictures aren't there because I did download the active roster. But let's start off with a huge trading Desean Watson, either for picks or a really good players, or picks and players, because I think he's definitely worth that because of his talent. So Desean Watson's gone. We'll see what he can get us as a team. I guess this is how much value Desean Watson has. Straight up deal for the Bears. Desean Watson for Roquan Smith, Eddie Jackson, and the projected #1 overall pick. So, buy Desean We're saving a lot of cap room with that deal. Just trading it all away. We have a pretty terrible quarterback situation now, but Tyrod Taylor isn't that bad, let's be honest. He's actually been pretty dynamic in real life, and he actually won them a game and has kept them in some games. But yeah, so Brevin Jordan, Nico Collins, I like everything where it is. And then, of course, we have 2 free safeties now. Eddie Jackson will move to strong safety. He's 27 years old, though, so that will be interesting. But I think for now, Eddie Jackson's perfectly fine here. And if we can get him up to like superstar, even superstar X Factor, that would be really cool. I don't know how Roquan Smith doesn't have superstar development. He's such an unbelievable player. But we'll take it, I guess. Whatever. But main difficulty right now, offensive line, quarterback. Mark Ingram will be starting. No, it just reset the entire lineup. I don't want that. Stop doing that. Nico Collins, actually, he'll play over Danny Amendola. And then Andre Roberts can play at third. Not fourth, third. Can you move him up, please? Thank you. So there you go. I've reordered how my depth chart looks. I want the specialist to look like what I wanted as well. Obviously, I'm going to be changing the playbook to either Chiefs or Tampa Bay, because while it may be boring, it's how we're going to get the most success out of our team. Where would the Tampa Bay Buccaneers be? They would be at the front, right? Yeah, there they are. And then I've seen Browns playbook do a lot of good things for Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Where are they? I must have skipped them. Yeah, there they are. So maybe I'll try Browns playbook. They also do really good in simulations still, which bugs me. But yeah, there it is. There it is. Alright. The news has been finalized. Let's go. I don't know why, but I'm actually kind of excited for this news panel because it really looks realistic. Bears and Texans finalized Watson trade. Seems like something ESPN would do, right? ESPN's article would be titled. So, I mean, yeah, it's just fun to do. But we'll simulate to the regular season, and we'll simulate game by game. Sometimes we'll just jump in, simulate, and if our team needs us, we'll do some stuff. But yeah, we're trying to lose here, so we want the #1 overall pick. So I may not be playing as much, but I may help our team lose. So who knows? Eddie Jackson's up to an 88 overall, so hopefully he can +1 speed and +2 zone. Wow. Improving his athleticism is huge. Christian Kirksey. Pass coverage, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what to do on Kirksey, actually. +2 man. That's pretty good. Man coverage. His coverage is not that good. Jordan Akins. Possession. He looks more like an offensive lineman rather than a tight end. +1 catching. So that's good for him. And then Zach Cunningham as well. DeMarcus Walker's in here. Oh, terrible player. Picked in the not speaking with the list there, but picked in the 2nd round, but out of Florida State by the Denver Broncos, and he is not good. Not a good pick by the Denver Broncos, but let's try and win this first game. Let's just, do something good. Simulate to the next week. We lost. We lost. Oh, okay. I need to see what happened, just to see how our team's actually doing. What we're doing wrong, actually. What are we doing wrong? Is it quarterback play? Do I need to trade for a new quarterback? Who should I possibly trade? Who can be terrible for us in the near future? That's basically what this episode and this series is all going to be about. What are we losing games for? Right? Tom Brady threw for 5 touchdowns in his first game. Jeez. Schedule. Team schedule. What happened? 38-22. And Tyrod Taylor was decent. I'm definitely not going to say that was amazing, but I think he's still our starting quarterback. Mark Ingram. What happened? Did we do something wrong on defense? No pressure at all. No tackles for loss. Oh, we did have sacks, though. I swear I saw 0 sacks, and I was like so scared. But Jordan Jenkins and Malik Collins both had sacks, and of course no interceptions. Any PDs? Nope. Catches allowed. Oh, we had a ton of those. So it's coverage. Coverage is our main issue, and I think since we have Tyrod Taylor, I may have to install a run-heavy offense based on the quarterback, actually, and not pull a huge, weird move here and go Baltimore playbook. I want to see if that can affect how Tyrod Taylor plays. I want to get him more active in the running game. So maybe that would help our team win against the Browns. It's not going to happen. We lost by a point. So, did that help? Did that help? I'm interested. I may just have to start jumping into games because I don't really want to. Yeah, there it is. So, Tyrod Taylor is not passing the ball. 157, 11 attempts, and a touchdown as well. He's not averaging much per carry, however. Mark Ingram had 18 carries for 62 yards, which is not good. We're not averaging much per carry. We're just not. Nico Collins proved to be useful. Brandon Cooks had a touchdown. Which O-lineman? I don't believe that we did not allow sacks. Much more tackles for loss in this game. And half a sack. Alright. So I'm going to start jumping in. We got some PDs in there. And then, of course, 5 catches allowed for Desmond King. Oh, that's not what we like to see. Alright. We're going to jump into this next game. Who's it against? Panthers. Alright. The Carolina Panthers are 2-0. Upgrade players. Who do we have to upgrade? Not much. So, we'll just auto-upgrade them. Jonathan Grenard's up to 70 overall. But let's play this season game. We'll simulate strategy. And Thursday Night Football. I didn't even recognize that, so that's a nice coincidence. Stephon Gilmore, obviously, on the Carolina Panthers now. Mustn't forget that. So we're facing Stephon Gilmore, Christian McCaffrey, and Brian Burns. And now this is going to help me see, is it offense or defense that we're really having trouble with? So we'll go in here and Super Sim and see how our team does. Alright, so I think we've had a turnover or two. And that's not very good. What happened? Yeah, Tyrod Taylor threw an interception. Our defense needs work. Taylor's not doing much. We're averaging 2.6 yards per carry. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to jump in. I want to see if we can do anything to help. Hand off to Mark Ingram here to start off. I'm just going to do this drive probably. And if we don't score, we don't score. If I throw a pick, which I probably am going to do, we throw a pick. As Mark Ingram, some powerful running there. We're trying to bring that momentum down. Trying to win us some games at the start of the year. That's what we need, honestly. So Tyrod Taylor's gone from averaging 2 per carry to 7 per carry. So that's really good. We have Gilmore on Collins. He's got burned by Nico Collins. Sheldon Rankins is on the Panthers now, but Stephon Gilmore just got burned by Nico Collins. That's just hilarious to me. I don't know why. But, read option. Tyrod Taylor is kind of fatigued. But we're going to try this again. Let's see what Brian Burns commits to. Obviously, our offensive line isn't I Oh, wait. The read option default is to take it off with the quarterback, and I accidentally pressed X. Well, I started off that drive humongously, and, well, it didn't pay off at the end. Punted. And we are now losing again. Oh my god. 17-0. Can we score? We can score. And we can get... I accidentally pressed the pause button. We lost. 23-6. I wanted to jump in so bad. Both quarterbacks did not throw a touchdown. Tyrod Taylor threw 2 picks, only 176 yards. I did help him, though, to average 5.9 per carry. And I also had a 25-yard run. That was me. Receiving. Oh, David Johnson? Really? Alright. But Brandon Cooks, 56 yards. Brevin Jordan actually is getting a lot of yards. Laramie Tunsil was absolutely horrifyingly terrible. Alright, so when I meet you back at the franchise hub, I'm going to show you what I think we need to work on. Because it's been ridiculous how we played against the Panthers. And I think I know what I have to do to actually help this team out. So, I'll see you at the franchise hub. So, I figured out protection isn't ideal for the quarterback. And I think you guys have too. Our defense obviously has been terrible. And when I look at my team, however, I just don't find anyone to trade. I mean, maybe Philip Lindsay could be a good guy to trade at this point. He's 27 and he's not really impacting our offense too much. Like, he has 1 carry for 2 yards and a touchdown. Good for you that you had the touchdown. But it doesn't really matter when they're not impacting the game. So, Philip Lindsay gone. I don't want to trade any of my offensive linemen because my O-line already sucks. I think another guy who we can trade is Terrence Mitchell, 29 years old. But I don't think any of these guys will have that much interest, especially Terrence Mitchell. So we'll go into the trading hub because I think I know who to trade for, but I don't know if he's necessarily going to be easy to get, and he's getting paid a lot of money. So I want to see if we can get Trent Williams. He's getting paid a lot of money, but I think he can definitely do the job for us. I'm not trading a first-round pick to get him. So, Philip Lindsay, straight up for Trent Williams. How does this work? Yeah, not even close. So, this is going to be way more tough than I thought it would be. So this trade may seem a bit confusing to you at first, but Philip Lindsay and Terrence Mitchell and a 3 gets me Aaron Banks, Trey Sermon, and a 2nd-round pick. Now, Aaron Banks is only a 68 overall, but he has not allowed a sack in his first 2 games. Trey Sermon has star development probably, but hidden development nonetheless. And he's also a 75 overall and can start immediately at running back. And then, of course, a 2nd-round pick is better than a 3rd. So that's a quick exchange of mid-round picks. But I think this could definitely help our team out a lot. So, let's go into adjust lineup. And Trey Sermon will start immediately at running back, no question. And then Aaron Banks starts at right guard. And now I think our O-line has probably improved, and our running back group has certainly gotten a huge improvement. And then Trey Sermon, of course, will be handed off the ball. He will be given the ball. So, that's what I'm going to do. It may seem a bit confusing, you know. Aaron Banks, a 68 overall 3rd-round pick, is who you want. But maybe it paid off as we just demolished the hearts of Bills fans as we beat them. The Texans, 0-3, beat them. I think it was 27-22 or something. But we love to see that. I'm not going to say it was just because of that trade, but it could have been, you know. So, yeah, we're not going to eliminate the possibility of that being the case. But now I want to see what happened that made our team beat the Buffalo Bills? So this may sound stupid, but it was actually because of the connection between Tyrod Taylor and David Johnson. So Tyrod threw 3 touchdown passes and completed 17 of 26, no picks, and of course I forgot to put Trey Sermon as our complete starter, so he didn't get to play much. Mark Ingram was actually pretty good. Tyrod definitely tried to run. It wasn't that it was really effective, however. And then Brevin Jordan, of course, 1 touchdown. Brandon Cooks had 2. But David Johnson, 4 receptions, 63 yards. As for our defense, Christian Kirksey and Desmond King. And then we also had an interception. 2 of them, to be exact. And Eddie Jackson came up big. However, I'm not seeing Roquan Smith getting a lot of tackles. So I'm going to see if I'm having him at sub linebacker or not, because this is kind of concerning. We still allowed too many catches, and Desmond King has been like the king of that. He's allowing too many. But my priority right now, what's Roquan Smith even doing? He's not really doing much, and I have a feeling that I may not have him at sub linebacker, and indeed I don't. I don't have him at sub linebacker, so idiot play by me. And I think Eddie Jackson can play second sub linebacker as well. Ross Blacklock hasn't been doing much compared to Malik Collins. So we'll start Malik Collins over him. And then rush right end Jonathan Grenard. Do we have no one better? Whitney Merciless there. I guess we have no one better than Jonathan Grenard. So we're going to need a pass rusher at some point. And then slot receiver, I'm going to put Nico Collins in, just for fun. And then Trey Sermon will be our starting power and a third down back. I know he's more of a power back, but I don't care. So Trey Sermon should have a more defined role in this offense. And I'll simulate to the midseason mark because I feel like this is kind of dragging along right now. So we'll make it to the midseason mark here. And week 8, we're 4-3. We have won 4 straight games after starting off the year 0-3, and we beat the NFC West in this case powerhouse Arizona Cardinals in real life's case. Elusive back upgraded for Trey Sermon. He's not playing much actually. 311 yards. What's happened? He is getting carries. He's definitely getting carries. Not averaging much per carry, but he's still getting carries nonetheless. Ross Blacklock, we'll go run stopper for him. We need more tackles for loss, so we'll try and get him. Plus 3 tackle for Blacklock. Aaron Banks, I do not mean to click on Roy Lopez, but Aaron Banks, has he done good for us? 0 sacks allowed. This guy's unbelievable. Aaron Banks is a Hall of Famer. What is going on? He's not even that good of a pass protector. Come on, man. He's like a 64 pass protector overall. And then Roquan Smith, hopefully he's been getting some more, just overall tackles. Plus 3 to zone coverage is really good. 28 tackles, 1 for loss, half a sack. Alright, that's good. That's good. Has he been? Not much. Not much better. Overall. Let's check out how Tyrod is doing. Tom Brady has 16 touchdowns and Derrick Henry. Oh my god, some wild numbers in here. Like, such as DeMarcus Robinson having 676 yards, and 2 Buccaneers receivers are in the top 3 for receiving yards. That's absolutely crazy. But Tyrod Taylor has not been doing bad himself. 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns, 3 picks. Obviously not having that good of a passing year because I am running Baltimore playbook, but also 98.1 passer rating. Obviously you'll take that. And then rushing, Trey Sermon's averaging 3.7 per carry, which is not that good. Mark Ingram's averaging 3.9. Tyrod is averaging 4.1 and has 3 touchdowns as well as 250 yards. 0 fumbles, actually. Brevin Jordan leads us in receiving yards. Nico Collins has been getting some receptions in there. Brandon Cooks as well. Defense, Eddie Jackson leads us in tackles. 12 for loss from Whitney Merciless, who's doing unbelievably. He also has 5.5 sacks, two for Nico Collins, and 1 for Ross Blacklock. And then 3 picks for Eddie Jackson, 2 for Desmond King. Who is, like, Eddie Jackson, yeah, he's allowed 16 catches. Who cares? If you have 3 picks, you're definitely doing something right. Also, need to spend some staff points, so I'll quickly do that as well. But we're playing the Rams, the Dolphins. These are not the most easiest teams to beat. So we're going to try and do some stuff more. But player personnel is something that is huge for me. We'll go for the resigning players sort of thing. Line guru. I think I want applying pressure. Wait, can I? I can get this as well, so I'll get both of them. And then, yeah, there you go. So I've spent all that I can for now in player personnel. We'll take it. We're 4-3. We're clearly doing something right. If I look at my schedule, what is a team that I actually want to jump in, see how we'll play? The Jags. We have to do the Jags. No, probably the Seahawks. So we'll stop simulating around week 12 or 13 and see how we do in week 14 against the Seattle Seahawks. Alright, so mediocre at 6-6. Is this true? Russell Wilson, 25 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Colin Kaepernick's playing unbelievably. Oh my god. The simulation stats are just something else. So, has Tyrod doing... Oh, he is slinging those interceptions. We don't like to see that. Sermon has a fumble, but, I mean, that's not a bad year at all. And then Tyrod Taylor is running a lot, but not averaging much. Brandon Cooks is 700 yards, maybe on his on the way for 1,000. And we still have pretty much the same amount of picks. You don't like to see that. But Roquan Smith is definitely starting to catch up in those tackles. Whitney Merciless has 14 for loss and 7.5 sacks. Nico Collins has actually been pretty good. So, I don't know what's happening. Whitney Merciless is actually doing good right now. So, I'll take it. We have to upgrade some players. Probably a lot, right? Sort of, I guess. Brevin Jordan. We'll do vertical threat for him. Just get him more of a dynamic weapon. Okay, maybe I would love to get catching up. So, yeah. Aaron Banks. Has he allowed a sack? It's impossible for him not to have allowed a sack. He's allowed 1. We've played 12 games. He's a 68 overall. He's allowed 1 sack. He's like the best offensive lineman here. Up to a 69 overall. Nice. But also a nice player. Up in power, however. And then Marcus Cannon. For the time being, he's starting. He's not going to be in the future. Oh, trust me. And I'll upgrade the rest of the players off camera because I just don't want to bore you with this. So I'll see you at the franchise hub and the Seahawks game. So here's something fun. Trey Sermon hasn't even played 500 downs. I'm not sure that I believe that. How is that even possible? He's been the starting back. He averaged 2.6 per carry against the Colts. Yeah, okay. DeForest Buckner, yes, but still, 2.6. Struggling on those yards per carry, but we still don't know his development trait. So we're playing against 3 or more Superstar X Factors. Okay. I forgot about DK. We're going to lose this game badly. But if we can win, we beat the Buffalo Bills, alright? So, you know. We don't know what can happen. We're playing at home, I think, as well. So, let's see if we can win this. I'll update you as soon as I can. Alright, so I told you we're not going to win. It's been going pretty terrible. Our defense is actually doing really good, forcing a ton of stops. Block. Just block for me. Oh my god, it was a catch. Brevin Jordan. Jeez, man, where did you come from? But anyways, defense was doing really good in the first and second quarter. And then, well, we allowed 17 points to be scored on us. So, not very good. But let's try and get Trey Sermon involved. I want to see if I play him here, is it any different than how he's, like, his stats symbolize? Oh, I mean, probably. He just got 10 yards in that carry. So, he was actually having a pretty decent game. You know what? Let's run the same play again. Because if I can get Trey Sermon's stats... By the way, why does he look like an absolute giant? I don't think he's that big. He has 12 rushes for 59 yards. We'll take that. We'll take that. At some point, I'm going to have to run with Tyrod Taylor as well. I want to see how his running stats are. Alright, now they're starting to get the hang of it. But Sermon still got 3. Takeaways, they're 3rd. Exact opposite of how they've been in real life. But, hold on, alright. Maybe we'll have to go through here. Quarterback run. Alright, quarterback power. Tyrod Taylor to the right. Just block for me. 1 second. Marcus Cannon. Alright, what a block by Trey Sermon. What a block. His rushing numbers aren't that good. And there's your ring camera. So, yeah. So we've driven down the field. And it's now 2nd and inches at the 6. Our running game is propelling us. Trey Sermon, Tyrod Taylor, both have been doing amazing. I'm sorry, I'm getting used to say Tyrod, because I heard somewhere that's the actual way to say his name, and I'm just getting used to it. Like, you hear commentators even say, Tyrod Taylor, right? They don't say Tyrod, but apparently that's the right way to say it, so I'm going to say Tyrod, but I just have to get used to it. I'm sorry, Tyrod. Alright, Brevin, R1, intercepted. I'm the king of picks. Oh my god, that's a pick 6. Oh my god. Nico, catch up. Nico! Oh my god, he pulled a DK Metcalf. I drove all the way down the field, though. I'm so devastated. How many picks has he thrown? Because that's definitely one. That gets him to 11. Okay, that's the only one. That's the only one. So, yeah, I mean, our running game has done really, really, really well today. How many passing yards does he have? He has 48. It's the 4th quarter. Oh. We need a new quarterback by the end of this year. 31-10. Game, set, match. We lost this one bad. Tyrod threw for 77 yards. Russell only threw for 164 and averaged 4.5 per attempt. This is Russell Wilson we're talking about here. He also threw, however, 3 touchdowns. I don't know how that works, but okay. 10 of 20 for 77 yards and an interception for Tyrod Taylor. Bad game. Trey Sermon was really good. Tyrod Taylor, also really good. And Brandon Cooks, good game for him. And then defensively, 13 tackles for Roquan Smith, 11 for Justin Reed, no tackles for loss, no sacks, 1 pick for Christian Kirksey, however. Deflection 1, no forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries. Oh, this was a rough game for us. 31-10. Really, really non-offensive game. But we still somehow managed to have 34 yards. I'm just going to simulate to the end of the year. Because it's clear that me jumping in just isn't really helping my team. So I'll just upgrade the rest of these players. If Davis Mills is actually our franchise quarterback, I may have to start upgrading him at this moment in time. Obviously, he hasn't been looking that good in real life. Obviously, but we'll just simulate to the end. We're simulating to the playoffs. They're not gonna make them. We're 6-7. We're probably gonna have a losing record. Yeah, I mean, not the best, not the worst. So 8-9. Hey, better than how we started, right? We were 0-4, 0-3 actually. So we were like really bad, and now we're pretty good. We're improving our team, and we won 8 games. Exact opposite of what's gonna happen in real life, by the way. And I'm also gonna have to check out the schedule because the Texans need to look out. They, instead of losing to the Bills 40-0, they could have beaten them 27-22 or whatever it was. So yeah, they missed out on a huge opportunity to beat one of the NFL's hottest teams. But Trey Sermon probably had star, and he does. 78 overall, and I think he's definitely gonna have another year of just starting for us. We'll keep going deep threat on Nico Collins. He's up to a 72 overall. He's getting much better. Brevin Jordan, obviously he probably did pretty good. At least he was putting up pretty good stats when I saw him. His catching needs to start getting upgraded. 79 is not enough. 79 catching is not enough, especially for a tight end. Eddie Jackson, hopefully he had a pretty good year. Of course, traded Desean Watson to get him, Roquan Smith, and another first. Obviously, our first isn't going to be the best because we went 8-9, so we're probably going to get like a mid-round, like number 16, number 17 overall. As for, so we were pretty good at rushing, but nearly the worst team in passing. Pretty terrible in points per game, but defense was actually decent, so not bad. Stats, 28th best offense. That could have been better. And 13th best defense. So pretty much defense could have been much better, and our offense could have been historically better. Not historically, but you know what I mean. Patrick Mahomes won MVP. Yay. That happens it's going to happen every season at this point. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Tyrod Taylor's at 3. No way. No way. What did he do, man? What did Tyrod Taylor do? I'm really curious. Defensive Player of the Year is Von Miller. No Houston Texans. Trey Sermon at 5 for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Brevin Jordan only at 9. Look at that. Have we seen that one before? Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah? Haven't seen that one yet. No Texans. So Tyrod, 27 touchdowns. He did not throw a pick after the Seahawks game. He was sacked 34 times. He only averaged 7.3 per attempt and has 62% completion percentage. But these are decent numbers. I will take these. These are like Tyrod Taylor actual numbers. As for Trey Sermon, he averaged 3.7 per carry, but also had 844 yards. Was close to 4 per carry, and had 9 touchdowns. As for broken tackles, is that good? No, that isn't. No, that isn't. No, I mean, sort of, actually. Sort of. Actually, that's pretty good. He got better than guys like David Montgomery, Kareem Hunt, Aaron Jones, Dalvin Cook, Damian Harris. So that's actually J.K. Dobbins even in there. So that's actually pretty good for broken tackles. Mark Ingram at 26. He didn't play a lot of snaps for us, but who cares? Brendan Cooks was pretty good, 870, nearly 900 yards, 9 touchdowns. We all pretty much averaged above 10 per carry, 10 per reception, except for Jordan Akins, who didn't even catch much. But the shocker is David Johnson had more than 200 receiving yards. Trey Sermon also did as well. Andre Roberts with a pretty good year. Receiving, Brevin Jordan barely averaged 10 per reception. As Roquan Smith had 112 tackles, this is actually really good because he started off with like probably 20 tackles and no, not 20 tackles, maybe even less, about 15 tackles in the first 4 games. So not very good, obviously, but he's definitely becoming more athletic and better as we progress. Obviously, he didn't have 180 tackles; he had 139. They just swapped those around. He did not have 180 tackles. Impossible. Tackles for loss, 17 for Whitney Merciless, 14 for Ross Blacklock, 10 for Jordan Jenkins, and 7.5 sacks for Whitney Merciless, 4 from Lee Collins, 3 for Charles Omenihu, and 2 for Ross Blacklock. Picks, we did pretty good in that area. We had a ton of them. But catches allowed also had a lot of them. The PD 6 or Vernon Hargraves, that's it. That led the team. Kaimi Fairbairn was really good, and Johnston had to punt about 10 times too many. But we'll simulate to the offseason then. Of course, we'll have to have the draft, free agency next. And if you've seen the rebuilds on my channel, be sure to go check them out. I think I have like a Madden 22 rebuild playlist, so pretty sure it's a lot of them will be in there. At least all 3 of them. But yeah, I mean, you know what's going to happen in free agency. Devontae Adams in there as well. I don't know what I was actually trying to say, but I know that's not what I was trying to say. Oh, that was so stupid. So, Ron Rivera was hired by the Rams. Okay. That's a good start. That means Sean McVay isn't there anymore. Joe Judge was fired by the Giants. Sean McVay fired. They decide, hey, we don't want an offensive mastermind. We want Ron Rivera. Let's go. We're going to win way more games with Ron. Ron Rivera fired. Mike Zimmer fired. Joe Judge hired by the Vikings. And Sean McVay is going to the New York Giants. Okay. I forgot to re-sign players, so we're going to have to spend a ton of money here. We only have 44.3, so if I have, like, Brendan Cooks and all of those guys in here, oh, crap. Alright, Whitney Merciless is up to star development, actually, but good for him. He's not coming back. Justin Reed and Desmond King both are coming back. However, Reed's coming back for sure. King, I would have been more happy with less catches allowed. I don't want you for 3. I want you for 2. There you go. King's back. Anyone else who could really help our team? Joe Thomas, yeah, if we get the other one, the bald white dude who's one of the best offensive linemen of all time, but not that Joe Thomas. Advanced week to stage 1. Devontae Adams will be in here, as I said before. I still don't remember what I was trying to say to you, but yeah, here he is, Devontae Adams. I just don't really want to get him because I just don't want to do that every time. Lions are going after Chris Godwin. Okay. We need help on defense, humongously. I'll keep my tight end. Alright, let's go position by position. If there's a good quarterback in here, I'll be lucky. Yeah, I'm not getting Jameis Winston for 3 years, and I'm not getting Colin Kaepernick. Although he does have star development, it's not gonna make me go after him. Jameis, I'll give you a 1-year deal worth garbage. If you accept it, you accept it. You come here for practically free. 1 year, 2.6 million. But I just don't really want him here. Running backs, I don't want them. I believe in Trey Sermon. As for receivers, I do want one. I just don't know which one. So, there are some offers out there in the world. I do not know if all of them are going to go through because we had really limited cap space after going after a receiver. So there you go. Chris Godwin just rejected. What? The Lions didn't offer you a better contract than I did. So that I have lots of cap room to deal with now. Devontae Adams is still here. I want Teron Armstead now, but he's gone. Just get lost. Go to the Lions, idiot. But Casey Hayward could be a decent signing. What I could do is sign a guy like... there's not actually much good players here. We'll go after Devontae Adams then. But I'm not giving him $20 million a year. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'll give him like 15, not 20. I'll let it be in the yellow. I don't really care. And then Antonio Brown. What is his speed? 90 catching. I don't know if I want to go after Antonio Brown because this could be really controversial. So I'm just not going to do it. We'll go after... I think Jacoby Myers could be a pretty good sign. Because he's been pretty good for the Patriots. There you go. Just to have a bad deal again. Have fun. But I may just take down my offer. If I can find like a safety who could play corner, or just a corner in general. I'm going to try and sign Casey Hayward actually. I have 3.6 mil. Ooh, it's not going to be enough. This is the best I can... That's not Casey Hayward. Are you kidding me? That's not even close. Who is this? Who is this random man who I'm giving a contract to worth $1 million? Casey, just take it or leave it. I mean, I can't really do much. I lost Chris Godwin, but I could get Devontae Adams. We didn't get Jameis Winston. This is when I know that I'm not going to be able to get anyone. So I can definitely get... Yeah, I can get all the three, actually, but no one's going to accept. Why is Connor Williams not accepting? Oh, he already did, excuse me. Alright, that was dumb. Devontae Adams, just please come. Myers rejected, Adams accepted. Melvin Ingram did not accept. Neither did Casey Hayward. So, draft, we're looking at corner, pass rush. That's all. We're looking humongously at that. What picks do we have? 15 and 25. So the Bears made the playoffs. And J.P. Sheldon over here, looking unbelievable. So good. He fits the scheme as well of zone. Carl Rhodes is not that bad, but obviously when you see a generational type talent like J.P. Sheldon, you want to trade up for him. As for quarterback, however, we go from Tyrod Taylor, TT, to CC, Conrad Crowder. And those two names sound so terribly, similar. Tyrod Taylor, Conrad Crowder. Oh my god, Kurt Colbert, CC. Theo Swain looks decent. All these guys are like early first. Mark Livingston can easily fit in our scheme. 4.46 speed. I may just have to wait for Mark Livingston, honestly. If I can get some of these guys... Yeah, I'm not getting Conrad Crowder. He's probably going to go to the Vikings. Either... I would like Kurt Colbert, but he's so slow. Theo Swain, he's okay. He's okay. Now, as for the pass rush, I need an outside linebacker really bad. Justin Heath doesn't look too bad. We'll see if we can get him. But Brett Woodbury, A- power moves, not a bad player at all. A- power moves for a 4th round guy, that's odd. Joe Griffin, doesn't look that bad. And then left end, Lonnie Taylor, B+ finesse moves, not that bad as well. O-line, I couldn't address it. I only got Connor Williams. However, Jamie Macklin doesn't look bad at all. He looks pretty good, actually. So, Cole Yates even has weird top skills. They're mixed up. Does that mean like a development trait or... I don't even know. Zay Carter looks unbelievable. Orlando Butler looks unbelievable. What's with this receiver class? There's so many guys. Jesus Magana. Jaquez Peck. Hate the name. Clifton Bean. Oh, I have to draft him. His last name is an actual vegetable. But I've put all the players on my board I can get. If it's not J.P. Sheldon, it's the quarterback Conrad Crowder. What's his speed? 4.72. Yeah, he can. I think he can run. So just stop. Stop the ring camera. First pick is Conrad Crowder. And I think Washington would almost certainly be trying to get a corner. So I'm trading up for this guy. J.P. Sheldon, I think his name is, I think, in my opinion, the best player in this entire draft. So the football team would be probably looking to take a corner here. Unless they got someone really good. They already have Kendall Fuller and William Jackson. Do you know that the Chargers literally take a quarterback if they can? That's why I'm just not comfortable doing this. So we have 2 second-round picks. We'll trade a 4th and a 3rd next year. I said 3rd, weirdly there. Do we have 2 thirds next year? Please tell me we do. No, we don't. I don't want to do it, but I'll trade a 2nd-round pick next year. Alright, come on, man. 6th-round pick this year gets this deal done, hopefully. There you go. A 1st, a 2nd next year, and a 3rd, 6th this year. Number 2 overall to get a generational type prospect here. J.P. Sheldon out of Texas Tech. A- zone coverage. Fits the scheme perfectly. 80 overall. Number 2 in the class? No shot. Someone's better than an 80 overall. But 80 man, 82 zone, 92 speed. Alright, we like to see this. He's actually pretty good athletic. He's 5'9", 205. Which reminds me more of a slot corner, I'll be honest. But the next quarterback goes off the board at 4'5". I like Mark Livingston here. So I may trade up to, like, pick number 10. The quarterbacks are just going to go flying off the board. Like, the Jets are probably going to take a quarterback here. There it is, right? There it is. I projected it immediately. Dylan Toon. Lions, Zay Carter. Good pick for them. And then they take Kurt Colbert. Not that good of a player. Orlando Butler. Theo Swain goes off the board. Sidney Allen. Bengals take Joel Jennings. Steelers go with Carl Rhodes. Will the Raiders take a quarterback? I don't think so. Yeah, same thing with the Patriots. But the Broncos are the team that I'm looking to trade up with. So, this is where I'm ready to trade up for Mark Livingston. He could be really good for us, and he fits in the running scheme of this team as well, right? And he also has 8+ throw power, and I think we can definitely develop his throw accuracy because it's not really there. So, yeah, but Broncos, number 13 overall for number 25. Dude, I hate these deals. We'll throw in a 2nd because it doesn't look to have this class doesn't look much it has much value. Jeez, I couldn't get that sentence off. But Mark Livingston out of Georgia. Welcome to the team. 76 overall. Unfortunately, normal dev. But 91 speed is just... Yeah, we can utilize him in the best way. He also has 91 throw power, and his accuracy is not all that bad. He looks really good. 6'2", 220 as well. I like the look of this guy. And whoever's available in the 2nd round who looks decent, I'm taking him. And then I'm just going to simulate to the end of the draft. This has been a pretty good draft for us. We got an 80 overall player, or a potential franchise quarterback. We like it. And then Denzel Holloman. Oh my. Although we may not need him. Wow, I'm taking him. He looks like one of the best players I've seen. Who cares about the normal dev? Let's see his attributes. 73 zone, 74 man, 92 excel, 93 speed. Yeah, I mean, he looks really like a hybrid player. So he's probably going to be playing sub linebacker. So skip ahead in the draft, advance to the end of the draft. Now, in the next episode, we're going to see how the rookies do. And I'm probably going to reveal one's development trait immediately. So, that's going to be fun. Obviously. As we're simulating the draft here. Now, manage staff. Franchise staff. Alright, I think it's in head coach here. Where is it? Oh, crap. It's all the way down. Alright, we're gonna have to buy all of these then. I don't even know what these are. I'm just buying them so I can get to it. I don't have that. I don't have enough money. Don't push me up. There you go. Alright. So never mind then. We've seen enough is gonna come way after this. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of my Texans rebuild franchise. We're up to an 80 overall. And our team is looking much better. You know what? Let's just go over the team again. I'm stalling. Anyways. Yeah, so he's really down in morale for some reason, Mark Livingston. I still like you, my man. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Is this affecting his speed? Don't affect his speed. Thank you. That's all I want, man. Connor Williams is playing center, apparently. So, yeah, and then defense, we're starting J.P. Sheldon. Holloman is actually going to be playing left outside linebacker, maybe. I don't like it with that 5'9", 214 frame. We'll keep him there for now. Because I need to start him somewhere. He'll be better probably than what we have there anyways. So, left outside linebacker, Denzel Holloman. Here we go. He's actually 74 overall. So not at all a bad player. And, I may need to change that face a bit. Anyways. Eddie Jackson, Justin Reed, Desmond King, J.P. Sheldon make up a pretty good secondary. And then special teams. We still have the same guys. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next video.